If you know anyone that's considering getting into anime or manga, show them this video because I'm about to tell them why anime and manga has the potential to change their life. Before we get into that though, I just want to ask, why would you not want to watch anime? Honestly though, I would like to see comments down below on why people think Data wouldn't like anime or why they wouldn't watch it, things like that. As someone who grew up watching anime, it's kind of hard for me to believe that someone would just straight up not like it. But moving on to the main point, why should you watch anime? And I honestly just want to start off by saying there's so many different varieties. You don't have to start off watching this specific anime or that specific anime because there's so many different types you could really start anywhere. So you have like slice of life, you have horror, you have action, adventure, drama, rom-coms. There's a bunch of different anime you could really watch. So right now, I just want to talk about the main reason as to why I watch anime personally. And honestly, it motivates me. And if you're like, yo, what does he mean it motivates him? I'm about to explain that to you right now. So a lot of mainstream animes have really similar characters in terms of personality, what their goal is, things like that. But what makes these characters really stand out is how passionate they are about reaching their goal and the things that they love in life. And honestly, the reason they're so mainstream is because people love seeing that stuff. And the reason I like seeing characters like this because they won't stop until they reach their goal. They protect the things that matter to them no matter what. And on top of that, just their passion is inspiring. Seeing them constantly moving forward, not letting anything stop them, motivates me to even do better with my own life. It honestly takes a lot of willpower to not let anyone talk you out of achieving your dreams, you know what I mean? Like, how many people have negative things out there to say? Whenever some of my friends are just like feeling down or they don't know whether or not to continue with what they're doing or they feel depressed about something, all we do is talk about anime and that honestly just disappears. Another very common characteristic in anime that I want to talk about is the power of manifestation. I honestly don't think I've ever seen an action anime where the character has not stated their main goal repeatedly throughout the series. And if you actually take a moment to look around you right now, the things that you have in your life, have you ever spoken about it to anybody? Because if you have, you are manifesting actively. And really and truly, if you haven't done that, maybe you should start doing it now. I've read so many stories on the internet. I've heard a lot of stories about how certain animes like My Hero Academia, One Piece, Naruto have actually motivated people to pick up their lives or continue chasing what they were chasing after and might have given up on. Another thing that anime taught me is that no matter what goal you're chasing, there's going to be hardships you go through. There's going to be things you have to leave behind, no matter how much you love them. And that's because you always have to evolve no matter what you're going through. If you're facing a hardship, you have to be able to move past that to achieve your goal. And a really good example of that could be like Goku from Dragon Ball Z attaining a bunch of new Super Saiyan forms. Moving on to the next characteristic that really inspires me to watch anime. And that's honestly their emotion and their passion. Throughout a lot of animes, characters learn to value the people around them and learn to value their friends. I guess you could also say they also earn an appreciation for a lot of the small things they might have taken for granted before. And small things could honestly be the gift of life itself. But I really want to focus on the emotional part that I learned from these characters. This might sound kind of corny to some of you, but honestly, growing up as a male in society, we're kind of taught that you can't cry or show a lot of emotions because that means you're a sissy. But it's okay to feel those things. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be upset over small things. If it means something to you and identify some of your core characteristics with whatever it is, then why is it wrong to express your emotions over it? Like if one of your friends are moving or you miss them, you haven't been hanging around as much, it's okay to tell them that and be sad about it. With the amount of anime that I've seen over the years, I've seen a lot of manly tears be shed. But I'm really not trying to be talking about this for the rest of the video, so I'm going to move on to the next point, which is learning to accept yourself and your flaws. If you really enjoy doing this something and you want to get better, first you have to acknowledge that you might not be that good at it. Oh, to be honest, this video might not even be that good. I'm just doing it because I like talking about anime, to be honest with you. More times inside anime, characters have to go through a stage where they have to realize they're not that strong, where they're not that good at what they enjoy doing, or there's something inside of them that people just don't like about them. I mean, yo, if you watch animes like Naruto, this guy literally had a demon inside of him that people were making fun of him for. But eventually, he actually learned to accept that part of him and just say, hey, this is me, this is a part of me, and I'm gonna use this to my advantage. And then you have animes like Black Clover, where it's literally a universe based around using magic, and the main character cannot use magic. How are you born in a universe that's based around using magic and you can't use magic? Your life is mosh. But that also goes back to my other point about having to move forward and evolve with yourself and learn new things to be able to achieve your goal. So, if you're able to look in the mirror and see yourself and not be entirely happy with the person that you see, then start working towards being somebody that you can be proud of being. Establish daily goals for yourself and establish long term goals for yourself. You know what I mean? As long as you can be proud of what you're doing and you think that you're doing a good job, you don't need to seek appraisal from anybody else. Just be proud of yourself first and then keep going. And if you're the type of person that thought anime was nerdy or it was just dumb and geeky, things like that, you don't get why people liked it, I guarantee you nobody's ever explained to you it in these terms. And you could say a lot of these characters are unrealistic or whatever, but honestly, you just got to transfer the lessons that they teach you into your own life, and I guarantee you you'll be happy with what you're doing. As someone who really loves watching anime, I just want to see people who I talk to at least once in my life to just give it a try if they don't already watch it. If it inspired me to do better with my own, then why wouldn't it inspire somebody else to do better with theirs? That's the way I see it, to be honest. And if you do already watch anime and you're going through something mentally, you don't feel like you have any goals, you feel like you're a loser, honestly, instead of just mindlessly watching anime, try to aspire to be like the characters you're seeing on the screen. But I don't want to make the video too long, so I think I'm just gonna cut it off here. If you did enjoy the video, I just want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch it. Like, share, comment, do whatever you want, feel like doing, and just thank you very much for watching the video. I appreciate you. I hope you guys have a good day, and if I do decide to make another video, then I hope to see you guys there too.